Good now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I am Harley Elliott. I am married to Jonathan. We own John's Quick Lube here at 22nd and Mitchell. So this has been a family-ran business basically since '98. My father-in-law had started his Quick Lube, and then he officially had bought it about 10 years ago. Was not previously in the cards that we were ever going to do this, but unfortunately my father-in-law, he had gotten sick last year. And so what started out as a way to come kind of maybe help save the business, at least to sell it, things like that, turned into something I became very passionate about and decided to crazily move my entire family, 3 kids, from Oklahoma up to Missouri, and said, let's do this thing. Let me go. So basically what I just said, I'm sorry, I'm not a good public speaker, so bear with me. So something that we kind of changed was, for the longest time, it was pretty much only an oil change service. We have the 3 bays for it, and when we took over, we kind of expanded more into automotive. My father-in-law had started that, and we've kind of increased the volume of it. So now it's not just oil changes, it's mechanic work, it is inspections, things like that. You're good. So I think that pretty much, I'm probably repeating myself, so I apologize. But pretty much I run the day-to-day. If you come into the shop, you are going to be seeing myself there at the front desk. I'm the one who, if you call the shop phone, you'll be speaking with me. I will be giving you estimates on work, booking your appointments. We have a full staff that is 2 separate mechanics, another employee who does all the oil changes and inspections. My goal is to definitely increase more people, get busier. Let's see. Yeah, pretty much talked about this. I'm sorry, I'm not good at being so there's my first fault. I'm not good at being organized. So yeah, that's pretty much. Okay, so why customers choose us, and I'm actually very proud of this actually, because I will be honest, when we took over, the shop, I would say, didn't have the greatest reputation. And so when starting this, I was faced with the challenge of kind of changing the way people saw the shop and wanted to be there because they, kind of had lost some trust in the time that my father-in-law had gotten sick and others had taken over, and just wasn't the best reputation. So when I came in, it was basically to change that. And especially as a female, this was important to me because any female in here probably at some point has had the experience that you go to get an inspection. All of a sudden, you need $2,000 worth of work. Okay, we've all been there, and I wanted to take that and turn it on its head because I wanted this to genuinely be a place that females, I mean, yes, all, everybody, but more to my girlies, because I wanted this to be a place that you could trust, that you knew you weren't going to get scammed, that when I am translating from mechanic to girl speak, I can tell you what your car needs it and why and what's going wrong with it. So that's kind of where my real passion for this came, because I wanted to be able to help not just the girls, but everybody, to be a place that you could trust to bring your car, that I'm going to give you what you need, and that was it. You were going to be okay. So my current growth, so basically when we started, I mean, it was pretty much, I was buying oil at Advance. Like I said, it was mainly an idea to possibly get all back debts paid and be done. Then I changed that. So now when we expanded, we went from maybe 3 oil changes a day to now I can get anywhere to 6 to 10 a day. Kind of dropping now because oil prices are shooting up. So I get it. But my goal really is to build my repeat customers. I want to have people, I want to be the place that you refer us too, whether that's a neighbor in your apartment complex, your grandma, whomever. I want to be that place that, you know, if you send them to John's Quick Lube, you're going to be treated right and treated with respect, just like you're my own family. So something that is to our advantage is that we do have a third bay lift that allows us to do a lot of our mechanic work. My goal is to probably install a secondary lift as well, because the shifting of this business is a lot more mechanic automotive than just oil changes at this point. Something we did recently put in is I now have a night shift. So if we have overflow, am now able to book more jobs because he is a contract worker. I can bring him in. He is quite okay with working from 6 to midnight. That's his shift if he wants it. So that has been a kind of a good high point for us right now. So community focus, that is something kind of the point of why I've joined Chamber of Commerce. I like to be local. The small business world is something that I've found to really love. But like I said, it's also about helping your local people. That is the point of this business for me, is to help your locals. Okay, so my goals is definitely going to be growing. I would love advice on this, because growing our social media presence, in general, growing the customer base. That's just general growth in general. Go to shop, and then possibly down the line, maybe even expanding to a secondary location. That would be more in my 5-year plan, not tomorrow, but that is my goal, is to possibly have even a secondary location. So pretty much how anyone here can help. Referrals, if you are in any sort of way related to the automotive world. So I don't do tires, pass on that. But if you are a tire place, or you can think of a way that you can link up with me, I love to even shout out, put cards out for people. I have a board in my waiting room that even if you just wanted to come by and post it up there, I'm happy to put other businesses out there. And then just support the local business pretty much. But I appreciate y'all listening to me and my ramblings, and I tried to keep it short and sweet. And so, yeah. I'm so nervous. Okay.
Can you talk a little more about how you're marketing and creating space for women? I think that is huge. I don't think there's anybody else in town doing what you just said, and that got me excited.
So yeah, actually on my plans right now is, so it's in the works, because if I didn't mention it, I have 3 kids. So something that is different is I tried to keep my weekends free, but something I'm wanting to start here, marketing for women. I want to do a girls' night. Okay, a once a month girls' night. I'm kind of working on the framing up of, and this is a free thing, it's not a class I'm charging for, it's a kind of bring your gal pals and learn about your car situation. So things that the girls don't know, like, honestly, don't take offense, ladies, but where's my spare tire? Do I have a spare tire? And at a certain point, here's where your roadside assistance comes in. And so, and that this is something that is vastly different. So I do partner with Advance, but something that I pay, this is something my expense, is that, so when we do mechanic work, all of our work is extended warranties, but I made sure it also came with roadside assistance. So that was because I'd heard horror stories basically of being stuck on the side of the road. They didn't know who to call, what to do. So now anytime anyone has mechanic work done with me, you now for sure have a tow person you can call. It's in a pamphlet. I instruct everyone to put it in their glove box. And so that's part one. But yes, my girls' night is something I am getting excited about, because I want females and everybody. I mean, I will say it might be a little more mixed later on, but for now it's girlies, because have them learn. That way they can do a little bit more, at least just know in the future what's going on. Thank you. Okay. Oh, okay. No, get you.
The after hours, is that like for people that need to get an oil change later, or you have extended hours?
No. So the after hours, so my business hours are 9 to 5. The after hours is specifically if I have booked a job or multiple jobs. That is for just basically you can't drop off till 5. I've booked your job. That mechanic gets your job done so where you can pick up in the morning. Because obviously most people aren't coming by at 10 to pick up their car, but it's so you can still come in kind of later in the evening, have dropped it, and pick up in the morning. Okay. All right. Cool. Oh, okay.
So talk a bit about what marketing you are doing. And then a secondary question to that is the majority of your clientele neighborhood there, or are they coming from all over?
Okay. Social media was the first question. I will tell you, social media is not my strong suit. My social media consists of a Facebook. I have almost 200 followers on there, but I know that's not great. I don't have high engagement. We do have a professional website. Made sure we are all on Yelp, Google, all those things with new business pages. I am just not good with social media. So like I said, advice given on that would be fantastic. My clientele is anywhere, honestly, South End, North End. It is Midtown as well, but something, okay, so advertising, not social media, but something I did push hard for was I sponsored local high school. So Central is where I mainly heavily did just because my husband was a Central High School graduate. We supported the football team, cheer team. There was a third one that I'm forgetting, basketball maybe, but we supported multiple sports teams. We sponsored a hole down at Moila. And I think in some of those instances, that's probably what's drawn a larger group, but we're pretty much from all over. I actually have a lady who moved to Kansas City who comes back to St. Joe to get her oil changed because she likes us that much, which, I mean, I think it's crazy. Yes, she trusts me. I'm happy with it, but I'm like, hopefully you have other business than an oil change. But yeah.
There's a lot of them.
Okay, what's up, Tony?
As a consumer, I've used these guys, and they're my new oil change place now. But one of the things she mentioned, it was timely, it was close to my home, fair price. Like I say, it was a quick turnaround. And as a consumer, as a busy consumer, that's what I wanted, and that's what they were able to deliver. So I tip my hat to you.
Thank you, Tony.
We're talking about social media. So could you do like a weekly, like just a quick like, hey ladies or hey whoever, this is how you can check your oil. This is, if it's below the hash mark, then you might take it in, or just like little tiny snippets that you could
Okay.
teach people.
Samantha treasures running does that. I watch everything. I mean, I really do.
Yeah.
I mean, she does water. Actually, I had one about watering that I watched this morning.
Okay. So your recommendation snippets of like kind of how to's and helpful. Okay.
Really quick, yeah. Really quick how to.
And why you need it changed and why you should keep up with it.
Absolutely. Okay. No, I like this.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I was saying that builds you as a thought leader in that industry.
Okay.
It helps build trust to other consumers that may not know about.
Awesome. No, I like all of that.
And they probably know you guys as an oil change business, but I would talk about other things you do so that you can inform consumers that you are expanding. So yeah.
Absolutely. Awesome.
I'm
Okay.
not a woman, but
I'm so sorry.
my wife might think I'm a genius or whatever, but when I fix our cars, I'm on YouTube figuring it out.
Oh, hey, School of YouTube's a thing.
So if you put that stuff on YouTube, how to check your people will watch it.
Yeah.
Everything I fix at home, I get on YouTube.
Absolutely.
I don't know everything you guys do.
And then say, do you really want to do all this? Probably not. Come to our.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Awesome.
But also any testimonials you can video. You have people have to say that on video and post that.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Your after hours thing, you said it wasn't for oil changes?
No, it's not. Now that is something that expanding our hours in general for like actual business hours is on the discussion board because we're open from 9 to 5 and closed weekends. And I do know I take a huge hit not expanding on that, but I'm trying to work on the balance between having 3 children, giving them time, and then running a business. So the option that we're looking at is either extending maybe an hour Monday through Friday, or it's going to be every other Saturday just to allow for normal working people to get in.
My fiance works night shifts at the hospital.
Okay.
It's so hard for her to find somewhere to get an oil change. On days she's not working, she's usually sleeping.
Yeah.
She's got the day till about 5 p.m. and when she wakes up, everything's closed. So
Yeah.
having that as an option.
Yeah. So have. Yeah. Okay.
One, on social media, one way to track what you're going to get off of that. So offer, sometimes get on there, do us like an offer. If you mention this video and come to the I can give you whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That way they walk in and say, hey, I've seen this social media.
Yeah.
Use a way to track.
Same thing with like the Molila. Right. You know, mention that ad, then you can track.
Right. That way you can track what you get.
See, I made a beautiful ad for Central, and it had exactly what you said on it. Bring this in, get $10 off, and they cut that part off on the bottom of it.
Yeah. On all the flyers. Yeah. That got tracked real quick.
At how many things that people will bring in, technically they don't even really need it because that's the opportunity to track it. Next thing is, which a lot of your car dealerships do at this point, so you might think about it. I don't know what your cost would be, but for his example, where he's having a hard time getting an oil change, then do a shuttle service guy and pick up the vehicle. Granted, you have to charge him maybe a little bit to do it, but that person,
Whoever said liability. Yeah, in terms of the traveling oil change, that was more, I've actually had that discussion with my insurance, and if it was something that wasn't going to cost a lot more to insure a third person, basically, because I would have to have them as basically my own business insurance, them as a driver sort of situation that I'd be responsible for. At this time, that's kind of out of my budget. It is a good service, but to insure a third person and all of that was more than what I can balance.
But as far as bending over backwards for people,
Oh yeah, I'll bend over backwards and get what you need.
Just something I was thinking of. I have kids going off to college in the fall, and I know they get various welcome packages and stuff like that. So if you have a coupon or something in there for all the college kids,
Okay.
start college in the fall, that might be a great way to drive some.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on Mitchell, so it's really close to them.
So that actually ties in really well with things that I already, it's not written, but it's in my head. It's what I call it, the road trip ready. And so that's where, now what packets are you talking about to put in? Are you talking about like just the everything that goes out to, like the commerce, or?
They'll get like a bag.
Like a welcome.
Oh, okay. That's what I was trying to clarify. What were we? Okay. Go to university. Okay. Very nice.
They actually have a welcome event
Okay.
in August, and they allow businesses to set up.
Okay.
And so
this is our first year back in St. Joe.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that, so that's a good one to know.
Missouri Western State University is right down the road from.
Oh, I know where it's at. I just didn't know the event. Okay, I'm not that new, guys. Okay. Oh, goodness.
Okay. I don't know. As we're all just like throwing out ideas, we own Mooney's Coffee, and so
Oh.
something that we could do is, first of all, I have the contact information for that welcome event for the Go Grab.
Okay.
We just met, suggest we can get together. But also for your girls' events and stuff, it would be something cool for us to come and like sell coffee, bring in
Heck yeah.
girls, or
Yeah.
anything like that, or even have your coupons at our shop. So
Yeah.
that's the thing, like being a girl, I don't know where to get my oil change, so I just go to the one place that like I know, that I can just drive into, and it takes forever. But
We'll get you in and out less than 10, so.
yeah, that's just something like I just wouldn't know where to go. So it's, yeah, We can make some.
Well, I definitely want to speak with y'all afterwards because I would love to definitely collab on something with girls' nights because that sounds good.
You do like TikTok.
Well, then I might pick your brain on TikTok too because I'm not good at social media. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys.
Talk a little bit about your warranty work with roadside. So do you contract that out with somebody that's got a tow truck, or do you guys have a tow truck?
So how warranty works with what I do. So all of my parts are bought through Advanced, and so the group itself is called TechNet. It's something I pay for each month to be a part of. Basically, how it works is that sorry, I'm now blanking explaining my own warranty. If you are within 25 miles of my shop, they are going to tell you to contact your local tow person, which I tell people to call me because I am partnered with Aftershock Tow. They are right up the road from my shop. So I already partner with him. He'll come get you. And then how it works if you are close to town is you file a claim and they reimburse you. Now, let's say you're in Kansas City. That is not within my coverage zone. So you will have a number to call and you can either make the decision to still have them bring you to my shop or you can go to a TechNet shop in Kansas City. Now, how the warranty works is once it's in my shop, something that I pride myself on is that not only is the part going to be warranted, but the labor is as well. I, as a shop, do take a hit with the warranty work just so you're not paying again for work you paid for. It is a 36,000 36-month warranty that we offer, and it is basically through it's the TechNet program through Advanced that I use and pay for. Is how that works.
And it's basically roadside for work you have performed, not other things?
No. Okay, so let me clarify this. Roadside assistance, it does not matter if it is related to anything I did. Roadside assistance is covering you have a dead battery, you need fuel service, you have a flat tire, and then,
Lock your keys.
Yeah, exactly. And then you get 2 free tows a year, and it does not have to be work related to anything I did because sometimes it's not. But it's just if it is, once it comes to my shop, that's where the warranty portion takes over, and then you're good.
So when you go to a dealership, you buy a car, you can buy like an oil package, you come back, get X amount of oil changes. If your goal is to build incentive, repeat customers, do you know anyone in your space doing like a subscription or membership model where you can pay an annual and it gives you X amount of oil changes? I know there's more that goes into it because everyone's car takes a different type of oil, different filters, so there's different costs on that. But then they could also get a discount on service. They'll have that reason to come to you.
So before we got hit, okay, so back in March, we got hit first week a 25% increase in oil. Not even a week later, we had a 30% increase. And as of last week, I just told I'm getting a 26% increase on my oil prices that I buy in bulk. If it hadn't been for such a major jump on that, yes. But because of right now how fluctuating oil prices are, I can't say, hey, your membership is this at this rate, because if I had priced you in March, all of a sudden I'm losing hundreds of dollars per person basically on maybe a year subscription for oil changes.
So then you consider the subscription model.
I had considered the subscription model or even like a punch card. And I mean, I might do something like the punch card, but a subscription in terms of here's your flat rate just for coming back to me, not when right now we're volatile in terms of the oil market.
Considered it too. I built the website and I was trying to logistically speaking how to figure out how to incorporate into the website because I'm not very organized myself either. So logistically speaking, having subscriptions and keeping up with that was what I was trying to figure out.
I think to combat that, you would just not offer the service like this in X amount of oil changes. It could just be simply a discount on the service itself. And that gives an incentive and gives a reward to your customer to keep coming back.
So your idea is subscription, but it just means they come back, but they just get a general, like let's say it's 10% off their oil change. Okay, that's definitely more doable than a set price of, here's what it
I know
is.
for the service industry, your biggest expense is really your labor. So you could have something in there, maybe it's just a discount on parts because your labor, it's hard to eat.
Yeah.
Your guys' time. But if any savings at all, today's consumer with discretionary spending being down,
Mm-hmm.
any savings is savings. So they may
Yeah.
see the greater value in that monthly cost, quarterly, annual.
Absolutely.
That savings on the back end.
Yeah. Okay. I agree with that. Okay.
Do you guys collect any like emails or any information to do like drip marketing where it's like just maybe you're having a sale or something, blast an email or something?
I do not, and I'll be honest, I don't even know how to go about doing something like that, or if is that a program.
We do.
We do have it. I just don't utilize it apparently. Okay, there's that answer.
Not your department.
Nope. Okay, not my department. There we go. All right. Are we any good?
Any other questions?
All right. Thank you guys.